everybody, Pai-chan here, and today is day 24 of Inktober, and there is a little something about today that if you were here last year, you would know, but other than that, it will be revealed at the end, and I am purposely blocking it out of the thumbnail that I do. So that's going to be fun. And today I'm actually doing the picture of my bigger notebook because I want to usually when I do my smaller notebook, I try to limit it to 2 characters. This time I wanted to do 3. And also, this time, I'm not going to be telling the story, I'm not going to be continuing with the story. I'll continue it tomorrow, but there's a few little things that I'm going to go over while I do the speed draw. So, let's watch that, shall we? Alright. With this, like I said, I'm just doing something that's a little more relaxing for me that I can pretty much do in one take, and I don't have to feel like I'm doing it wrong. And with this, I know I haven't said it at all in the story or the drawing, but I do not own Undertale. I do not own ElfQuest. They belong to the ones that they belong to, along with any others that I bring into this story. I'm not sure if I will, but keep in mind that I might do not just a 2-way, but a 3-way crossover. And here I am showing you that I'm using my bigger notebook, so I decided to show you my one of Pi facing down Gaster, because I figured why not? I'm going to be drawing in that one anyway. Now with getting the thing of that out of the way, with pretty much saying that I don't own these, this little series that I'm doing, if I ever monetize my videos and all that, ones like these will not be where I am doing like a story like this. They will not be monetized. That way the creators cannot say that I am making money off of their content or anything like that. So I just want to keep that above board. I am not doing this for profit. I am just doing this for fun, just like doing with doing Inktober. Now, with the poses and everything that I've been using, yes, I have been using reference. Though I have never once directly copied a picture. It may be very close, like with the Sans one. The only major difference is, yes, I do draw him a bit differently, but with that one, the only major difference is that in the picture that I was using as a reference for him, his hood was up, not down. So that was my own imagination on there. And I think that is pretty much the only one that I've taken an image directly like that. The other ones I've kind of put my own spin on. Now with this, in regards to background noise, there will I know there is background noise in at least some of my videos. a few things with that. Raito is kept in my room. And for those of you who don't know, Raito is my cat. He's kept in my room, and sometimes he gets to where he's just running around and all that. Another thing is, and I try my hardest to schedule to actually upload around this, but I live a block away from some train tracks. And you might have heard it in other videos, but approximately every hour, the train goes by and the horn goes off. I've kind of gotten used to it, and it's kind of like white noise to me. But like I said, with me doing these videos and talking so much, yeah, I drew that earlier. I'm using it. For those of you who are wondering, I drew that when I was doing my month of filling the sketchbook, and I was just using that as a reference because I did a pretty good job on that, if I do say so myself. So back to what I was saying. I've been trying to schedule uploading these around when I hear the train. Pretty much what I've been trying to do is when I hear the train, that right after I hear the train, that's when I start uploading. And if I'm right, you might hear it here in a minute, because I think I heard a distant horn. I might be wrong on that, but that's just how it is. Oh, and if you saw me draw like the half, yep, there it is. If you guys can hear it, if you guys can hear the horn, that's a train. Now, that little trick that I did with Toriel's horns to get them at least semi-symmetrical with the circle, I actually discovered that on my own, and it worked extremely well. So I decided to do it again. So, and for those of you who draw Toriel, go ahead and use that little trick. And I wouldn't be surprised if actually some of the better drawers out there, because I am not perfect. I still consider myself a beginner at this. Though there are some people around me that would say otherwise. But the thing with the horns, like I said, I discovered that myself, and it turned out pretty well. Now, I know I said the thing about the my uploading, that there are going to be a few days that I am not going to upload. Well, tonight I am going to do another picture, and I will upload that tomorrow, most likely with a video to go along with it. But the next 2 to 3 days after that, I am not going to be uploading. I will be putting the pictures up on my DeviantArt and Tumblr, but I will not be uploading a video because I'm not going to be home. I'm going to be either at my Grandma Betty's or at my Aunt Vicky's, visiting both sides of the family, hopefully. And I'm just not going to bring the setup. Now, that being said, I am going to bring my computer, and I am going to bring my phone if my Grandma Betty's scanner doesn't work for my computer. So just be prepared for that. And also, that's when I'm actually planning on doing the picture that I've been planning on all along, that I consider to too mature for me to feel right putting up on my channel, because I know that there's at least that my niece watches these videos, and I don't want to introduce her to stuff like that and have people yell at me. So that picture that I put up is going to be marked as mature, at least on DeviantArt. I don't know how to do it on Tumblr, but I am going to mark it as mature on DeviantArt. And I know I'm just rambling here, but I'm just kind of saying stuff as they come to mind. Like I said, this is just a calmer video for me, rather than straining my voice a little bit, doing all the voices. Which, like I said, I've been having a lot of fun with that, but sometimes you just need a break. Now, to what I'm planning on my upload schedule being, for this at least, after Inktober, and with the points that I have on a checklist on here, I have Frisk getting sick. That was the first thing that happened. Toriel and Asgore adopting Frisk. At the time, they also officially adopted Chara. Pai adopts Sans and Papyrus. That happened. A little bit harder than it was for Toriel and Asgore, but hey, with what happened regarding to that, not really that big a surprise. Gaster's first appearance. And then Sans and Frisk recognize. Those are the ones that we have finished yet, right now. The one that you know of, which you can probably tell is going on right now, is we're going to be taking they're going to be they're working on taking care of Frisk's nightmares and hopefully getting them fixed. Well, after those, 1, 2, 3, 4, I've got 6 more little points on my little list here that I am going to hit. One of them, well, actually no, I'm not going to tell you what one of them are. And just so you know, this is, with this story, it is still going to span, it's still got quite a few years to span yet. And with my original thought with this, it does bring in another actual show. But with this telling here, I'm not sure. With me not actually mentioning what the show is, it will still make sense with the connotation of everything here. It's just for me, myself, I'll know that it is there. Now, if you look over to the side on the coaster that I have there, that is covered with the cup, that's where I've been putting the things that I've been utilizing for each drawing. Like, I'll test out a few of the gel pens that I have beforehand to see which one I like the best. And I will put it in that cup. That cup is like just one of those cheapy design your own Dollar Tree cups. And it has my favorite character from the show, Neil from Class of the Titans. Not Class, not C-L-A-S-H. C-L-A-S-S. So that's a show that I got into a while ago and I liked. I've actually seen all the episodes. And I did a cup for it, and also the coaster that is right there is of Neil. I might wind up changing it for tomorrow's, but I don't know. I just change them out whenever they need cleaning. I've got a few more. So, that's that. It's always good to have things kind of prepared beforehand. Now, with the way the dream thing is going to go, that's when, after that, a few things are going to change about the monsters and all that. In a good way. I alluded on it when I kind of alluded to it when I was talking about the characters. But you will see why they get quite a bit more powerful later on. And I'm not sure if it'll make sense to a lot of people, but it makes sense to me, so that's kind of what counts, isn't it? And another thing with this that I'm just thinking about because I see me drawing Papyrus. The way Papyrus's eyes look, and I pulled out you guys probably recognize that picture. Like I said, do not be afraid to utilize references, even if it is another one of your own drawings. I've done that twice in this. Now, but like I said, with Papyrus, the way that I have his eyes, most people, just when they do his eyes having color, just kind of do a slight ring of color around his eyes. I don't really like that because it's very subtle and everything like that. But the way Sans' eye is, I love the aesthetic and all that. The thing with this is it never shows Papyrus's eyes. At least I don't think it ever shows Papyrus's eyes glowing in the game. So that's kind of up for interpretation. So I did it to where it may be a different shape, but when his eyes glow, they glow the same as Sans' one eye, where there's the band of color around like a pupil. Well, no, a band of color around, a pupil. Just like in a normal human eye. Now with Toriel, in the beginning I did her eyes a little differently, but I switched to doing her pupils going pretty much flat instead of round, like a regular goat's eye. And considering she is a goat, and whenever I draw Azrael and Asgore, I will do the same thing with their eyes. And then also maybe with a few other characters down the way, depending on how I'm doing their aesthetic with that. So I know some of you guys may be wondering, while I'm doing this, am I just sitting there and drawing? And actually, no. While I'm drawing here, I have a playlist that's like over 24 hours long. And there's me looking at reference for Papyrus. So, like I said, reference is a good thing. Use it. Love it. Do not directly copy a picture. That is plagiarizing. Unless you're redoing your own. Then go right on ahead with that one. And I don't mean ones that you saved somewhere and calling your own. I mean ones that you've drawn yourself that are not direct copies of other images. So with the music, like I said, I've got a playlist that's over 24 hours long. I think I've already made it all the way back around to where I was previously on this playlist while doing these, which isn't that much of a big of a surprise considering I'm on day 24 and these drawings take, on average an hour and a half, sometimes up to 2, sometimes longer to draw these, so it's about right. And with that, my playlist has garnered the name the ADD playlist. I've got oldies on there, I've got country on there, I've got R&B, I've got 2 rap songs, just 2, I'm not a big fan of that one. I've got Japanese songs, I've got 2 Russian, I've got a whole bunch of songs in Japanese, I've got 2 songs in Russian, so yeah, it's earned that name. Though, with the playlist, I never take anything off the playlist. I always just add to it. Because with the songs, I never lose interest in the song. I just get other ones that I find that I like, which I'm not saying taking songs off of a playlist is a bad thing. I'm just saying I found that I don't like doing that myself, so I'm just gonna add to this playlist, and I don't listen to it all at once. I just listen to it until I'm done with what I'm doing. Write down. Well, I have a document thing that I keep open, and I put down what song I'm on, so that I know where I'm at for the next time I actually start up the playlist and don't just start in a random place. I start where I left off. Now, I'm not sure if I got around to this, but if I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry, but with the upload schedule after I'm done with this, it is not going to be every day, but I can see me doing it at least once, twice, maybe 3 times a week, if that. And here pretty soon, you will see, for those of you who don't know, you will see why I am kind of going off the story here in a little bit. I purposely did not put this, kind of blanked it out in the picture that I put on the thumbnail. So you'd have to watch this all the way through to see why I'm actually just taking a break from the story right now, even though I'm still doing a video with a voiceover. And I've been planning this whole time, though I wanted to make it bigger. I wanted to put like Undyne and Alfie's and all that in there, but with how I did it without looking scrunched, there kind of wasn't any room. And I know I'm rambling right now. I'm just kind of trying to fill time without revealing what the special little thing is in here. So with this, I know you've noticed that I've gotten a lot quicker at the drawing, which is a good thing, though sometimes, like with Sans' arm, I kind of, and also lead to how her arms were in the last picture, which, like I put in the description, yes, I did mean to only do 4 fingers on her. That was a conscious decision. Because in ElfQuest, they only have 4 fingers. Now with this, if you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm actually getting the excess graphite off. That's why I erased the whole page, not just where I've drawn. That way it brings the picture back to as close to white as I can get it. Without ruining it. I know it's not 100% white, but it's a lot better than if I had just erased where the lines were. It doesn't make like a halo effect around the characters, which sometimes would be nice, but with these, not really. I don't like that. And I know I'm pretty sure you guys haven't, some of you guys have, but not everybody has read that. With the eye glowing thing, Papyrus's main color is like an orangish red. Sans is a light blue. Now, each color has a different meaning. Like the green here is happiness, yellow is fear and stuff. Me coming up with this myself, which I did message it to the person who came up with this idea, and she liked this idea, that blue is anger and red is sadness. The thing with that is that, and I agree with her on this, the colors that represent the emotions, not wanting them to be obvious. And there you go. There is the reason why I did this today. It is why I'm just taking a break today. It is actually my birthday. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Well, that's it. And as you can see by the picture itself, and I did it at the end card there, today is actually my birthday. So I thought doing something like this, just a little more of a relaxed one for me, would be a better thing to do. All things considered, I think I deserve a sort of break, even though I'm enjoying these. Well, if you like my videos, well, if you want to get a hold of me, my DeviantArt, Twitter, and Tumblr will be down in the description, so go check them out. And also, I do know the days that I will definitely not be uploading. It'll be Thursday and Friday, because I'm going over to my grandma's tomorrow, and I do these before I go to sleep the night before, even though it is still I still technically do them the day that I actually say. So if you look at my Tumblr, the time that I put the picture, my DeviantArt and Tumblr, the time that I put the pictures up, not the time that I edit them, the time that I put them up right before I go to bed. So there's that. Well, if you like this, like, comment, and subscribe for more videos coming soon. And like I said, I will be continuing the story of this tomorrow. And if you would hit that little notification bell so that you'll know when I upload the video, because they're kind of sporadic, and that will send a notification to your phone, your tablet, wherever you have keyed into your YouTube account, and it'll also send an email to the email account that you have connected to your YouTube account. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. See ya!